This is the Mobile Mondays, and today we are reviewing the blower stopper strategy from Pro SA Forex Trader. It is about $30, but if you just want it, you can have it by watching this video. Let's get straight into this week's video. You are tuned in live with Montevino Valentine at Pride FX on Mobile Mondays. Mobile Mondays. Welcome to another week with Montevino Valentine. I'm your co-founder of Pride FX and the movement of helping people get expensive softwares for free. Now today we are doing Mobile Mondays, and with Mobile Mondays you will receive every Monday a software on how to trade on your mobile phone with a strategy that's designed for your mobile phone. Okay, so the strategy that we are doing today is called the blower stopper strategy by Pro Forex SA Home himself, and with this we're going to do his strategy called the reversal, and to find the highest point and the lowest points in the zone or in the market on a daily basis. You can scalp it, you can use it on your desktop, you can even use this strategy on your Android phone and iOS. So it depends where you feel much more comfortable. But like I said, it is a mobile strategy. So we also want to give to those who don't have a laptop. We also want to help them also trade with us. Okay, it's part of the movement to help each person in the Pride FX movement. Okay, so let's dive straight into the settings. And the first setting that you're going to add to your phone is called the Ichimoku Kinko Hayo. Okay, so it's the Ichimoku Kinko Hayo, and exactly the way I have the settings here, you're not going to change anything. You're just going to apply everything that's here. So your Tenkan Sen will be 1, your Kinjin Sen will be 1, your Senko Span B will be 70. Obviously you need to press on fill, okay, so that it can highlight the trend of the market. So if it's going up, it will be green, and if it's going down, it will be highlighted as red. Okay, now Tenkan Sen, your pixels needs to be 4 so that it can divide between the buy and the sell. Your Kinjin Sen will be 1 pixel purple, your up Kumo will be green, and your down Kumo will be red. So the main ones that we are looking at here is your up Kumo that's green and your down Kumo that is red. Okay, so once I click done, it should appear on my chart, and this is how your chart will look. Okay, now we're going to go through the settings first before we get to how to use it. Okay, so now let's add a relative strength index to our chart. So relative strength index, and leave it the way it is. So it's going to be period 1, apply to close. Pixels, you can decide. I'd like to see the lines on my chart, so I normally make it a very dark color to see where price is. So it's up to you what you want price to be, but it's important that you also add this to your chart. Okay, so going to go in there, and I'm going to delete my settings for Heavenly Storm. Currently you can only see what levels I'm using, but it will be released onto the group. So now what we need here is not a lot of stuff. We just need 20 as a level and 80 as a level, and that will tell us if price is overbought and if price is oversold. Okay, so I'm adding 2, and what we're going to do here is we're going to add the 80 level, and we're also going to add the 20 level. Okay, now on these levels you can say 80 is a sell, and it's also a take profit zone. Okay, so if you have taken a trade, that will be your sell entry, and also if you have taken a buy, you can exit there when TP is hit. And then for 20 we're going to say it's a buy, and it's the TP zone. So when you're coming from a sell, you can exit at this level, which is 20. And once we go back, we click on done, and it's not added, but what we can do is re-enter it onto our chart. So it's relative strength index, and we delete all these ones. Okay, so we delete them, and this is how it's supposed to be, and we add 80 and we add 20, and we said this is a sell, this is the TP zone, and this is the buy and TP zone, so take profit zone. Okay, and then if we click on done, it should appear, and what we're going to do is we're just going to put the Ichimoku in there as well. So now it should look like this. Okay, now when you're on a 1 minute time frame, this is to scalp. If you go to the 5 minute, it's a scalp. If you go on a 15 minute, it's still a scalp. If you go on the 1 hour and you want to hold a little bit longer, you can go on the 1 hour, you can go on the 4 hour, you can go on the daily chart, you can go on the weekly chart, and it depends on you what you feel better with. If you're a scalper, I would suggest using 1 minute, 5 minute to 15 minute. If you're a long-term trader, use 1 hour, 4 hour. Okay, so you can see that if we go on the weekly, we are not going to get anything because that there is nothing for this moving average. Okay, there's not enough data for it to give us proper price, and you can see that price on volatility has just been shooting up, so you definitely won't get it effective enough. As you can see, it's just going to give you a lot of lines. So we're going to skip this process and just go into the 15-minute chart where most people say it works. Okay, so a few things I've noticed about this strategy is that you need to be very patient with the market. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to buy and how to re-enter trades. Okay, so what we need, okay, is we came from a down movement. So what we're seeing on our main chart over here, okay, is it's coming from a downtrend, and what we need for it to do is to touch our buy zone, our take profit zone. Okay, so we would enter here but wait for the highlighted part to show up. So if it's green, we can take an entry. Okay, so we would have taken our first entry around about this point, because that's where the first green showed on our chart, and eventually on our relative strength index, you can see over here it became a green zone, so we know we're taking a trade. Okay, so first trade was entered, and now we know we have to be very patient because volatility can take some time, or it can hit take profit immediately. But in this instance, we can see that price went up, it came back down, and once it retests this red level, I don't know if you can see this red line. So this red line will be a re-entry zone. Okay, and then price shoots up, and when it comes down again, we can enter. Why? Because we are only 50% of the way up to our take profit zone. Okay, and then when price hits our oversold level, so our oversold level will be told by our relative strength index in our Ichimoku that has moved up to that point. Okay, once it's there, don't just enter. Okay, you don't enter, you wait for the highlighted part of the red. Okay, once the red shows up, we definitely know we're taking a trade. Okay, so for this instance, we were holding one position, and if we have to go further, we can see that there is a re-entry around the zone. Reason why I'm saying there's a re-entry there is because price never went to our take profit level, so we can take another trade over here. Okay, you can see it even touched our 20 TP zone and then moved down. Okay, where do I see another one? So let's zoom in. We know that the trend is going down, and if you're worried about zoom levels, keep it at this spot. Okay, so you're going to zoom out to the fullest that you can, and it will give you the proper analysis of how to trade. Okay, so we know that the zoom level is full out, and what we're currently doing is looking for entries. Okay, so we said that we know the trend was selling, and we had 3 trades. We had one on this side, now we have one here, and then we have a retest. Okay, immediately as the zone is retested, you take a sell. So you can see it's rejecting that highlighted zone and it's going down. Okay, now we have 3 entries. And then where do we enter another one? We can see that this one went up. It even passed our lines. Okay, so once it passes our lines, we know that that's a re-entry. And where would we have taken it? As soon as that candle closes on a 15-minute, and then you can take another sell. Okay, when does TP hit? We can see that TP has hidden. So what do? We are looking for buy trades. Okay, so buy trades is normally over here, and I wouldn't have blamed you because I would have taken a trade there, and you can see the same thing appearing over there. So best thing to do, like I always tell my students, is to lock profit. So now you're in profit, prices went up, eventually it hits your stop loss, and you still make about $1, a buck, or $10, and you can continue selling after that as soon as the red is there. And we can see that price was oversold in this. It went lower than what was expected, but we still knew that the price needs to move down. Okay, so how will you know that? Zoom out fully like this so you can see what's actually happening. Okay, now let's talk about the buy trend. So buy, we know that price is oversold around the zone. Okay, but obviously here we would have already started buying. Why? It's because our trend told us here that it is buying. So what do? We enter, and where is your stop loss? Just below the red line. So when it turns green, there will be a red line, and when it turns red, there will be a green line. Okay, so just below that line we enter, and obviously when we go in profit in this area, we would have closed and in profit if you have locked your profit. Okay, so I don't want to make this video very long. It is a mobile strategy, and here we have another confirmation of green. So we enter, where's our stop loss? Just below that. And if you have locked profit, you could have made money. Like I said to you, on a 15-minute time frame, we are scalping, and then we see a beautiful retest. If I have to go in a little more for you like this, we can see there is a retest in the market right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. We take it up to this area. Like I said, we lock profits as we're moving above. And where does it hit? It hits take profit. And where does price go? It goes back down. And so now we know it's oversold. So when it's oversold, do not take sells. Okay, you don't take sells. Why? Because we know that price is oversold. So when I'm saying oversold, it is exhausted from moving in that direction. It needs to move up. Okay, so don't take sells. Wait for the green highlighted area like this one, and then immediately as you see the green appear, you take a buy. Okay, let's see how many entries can we get in here. Okay, so we can see there was one that went there, and if you decided to take a trade there, it would have been a beautiful trade up on the trend. Okay, and as we're going along, you need to lock profits because we don't know when price will reverse. Now here's another beautiful one. We could have had 1, 2, 3, 4 trades here. We move up, and as we're moving along, like I said, there will be more coming your way. So here's another one. So now we in 10 trades moving up towards our take profit, and here's more. So 1, 2, 3. So now we're on 13. There we're on 14, 15 trades within this trend, and let's see where's the trend currently. So currently we can say it's about time to sell. So if you are watching this video, tomorrow you can take a beautiful sell down to the take profit zone, which will be here. So what you can do is when you enter around here. You wait for the thing to be red. Okay, the highlighted area should be red before you take a trade, and once price moves down, it will create a highlighted area. You take a trade, and when it touches your green line. So this one is red. We're waiting for a green line. So as soon as it touches your green line, you re-enter and you move down with the market until it touches take profit. Okay, that's it from us, from Pride FX. And if you would like to join us, we do have a Telegram group. Please join the group and you'll get more updates on Mobile Mondays. You'll get more updates on Crypto Tuesdays. You'll get more updates on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And obviously, over the weekend, we are going to close. And what I can just see, if I can tell you now, there is a retest if I'm looking properly at it. So I would have taken a sell just the way I saw it now. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you know about rejections in the market, you would know that that is definitely a sell. Okay, that's it from us from Pride FX. I hope this video gets to you and I hope that you understand what's going on. If you do not understand, you can contact Zakira or Alia and they will assist you with more or further information about this strategy. It's very powerful, very simple to see, and it also gives you proper signals on a daily basis. Even if I go to 1 hour, there will definitely be a trade, and like I said, you can see that this was a rejection, so immediately when that turns red, I would have taken a trade. Okay, that's it from us, Pride FX. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.